Welcome to another episode of the Real Talk, where we share about the real insight about the real estate matters. So today, actually, we're going to have a review or recap of our 2024.
Okay, wait. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Happy 2025.
Yes.
Yeah, so now, what are the big news that happened in 2024?
The one that catch my attention, I don't know about you guys, okay, is the 5-room flat sold at 1.73 million.
Voila.
Yes.
Wow.
Voila. So we done an episode before that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think in episode 3 or
We'll
I think
paste the
3.
link again.
Correct, we will paste the link, yes. Where we salute the seller, right?
Yes.
Or Homat the seller, yes.
1.73.
1.73 million. So, and we mentioned that, maybe 2 million HDB is coming. Yeah, so I already seen this thing around that area trying for 1.8.
So really? Someone really asking 1.82?
If you are watching this later on, if you cannot
yes.
sleep, go and Google. Go Property Guru, go and see. Actually, got people ask 1.8 already.
But honestly, if already sold at 1.73, would you settle anything for less? No, right?
No, highly unlikely.
Correct. But apparently, even though for me it's quite a sensational news, but
It is.
apparently not a lot of people know about
so
it.
when we go for gathering,
correct.
right, some of our friends,
Yes.
when we gather, then we say, hey, now HDB 1.773 already. Then you're like, 是咩? Like I fake news like that.
Really? You mean like the friends don't know? They really don't know?
What we all doing? I said, you all never read the news. Or maybe it doesn't really affect them. They
Maybe
have
they're not
already
in
have
the
a place to
market.
stay.
Yeah,
And then,
right.
it's not within their own
No.
area. They will say,
I
真的吗?
think all this is the social media algorithm. Once you click on something that
Could be,
property
could be.
related, then you will get flooded. If you are not in this circle, then maybe you don't get such news at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they will know when they reach MOP.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, when they plan to sell.
So this year, can we expect? No, 2 mil. Last time we were saying maybe 2 mil for HDB.
I don't know.
So actually with that, that means will we foresee more cooling measures this year?
We don't know, but I guess the election is coming. So I don't think so. I don't know. I
don't
really
know. We
don't
don't
know.
say anything.
Yeah,
This
we
is,
really don't
you
know.
ask me personally.
Yes.
Then we say this one on the platform. We better don't say, huh?
Yeah, so we don't
Yeah.
know if you are thinking that, cooling measure, whether it'll come or not. We really don't know. But I think, last year, right, we had one cooling measure for HDB.
Only one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, only
So
one.
what's
So
that?
it's a good news. So the cooling measures in 2024 is the LTV for buying HDB is original at 80%. So you have dropped to 75%.
Yes.
So it's a LTV for HDB loan.
Yes.
So private loan still remains the same.
Yeah, for bank loan, it's still the same.
Yes,
At
correct.
75%.
Yeah, so when it came out, then people will say, wow, how. But after that, we also realized, it didn't really
Yeah.
no impact.
It didn't really cool down the market at all.
Okay, so our rationale is why it did not actually have much impact is because if those that hearing us, if you on HDB loan, you also realize that HDB will really like wipe out your CPF,
Correct.
and then you can only retain 20,000
Yes.
in your CPF.
Is that option?
right.
But you can wipe it
So
off.
if you really do a calculation, right, in the past, right, most of the friends or you yourself that is on the HDB loans, right, you will wipe out a lot of your CPF and then you won't even use 80%.
Yes.
Frankly speaking, I think it's very hard for buyers to buy HDB and then take the loan to value at 80%. HDB loan.
Yeah.
It's very hard. It's very hard for them to
Actually,
take
if
it.
you are working for a period of time already, likely you won't finish. You won't get the full loan.
Yeah. So this is
right.
also the HDB or government way to practice prudency in buying a house lah.
Yes.
But actually, this thing only this is the one of the cooling measures that hit the first time buyer, right?
Yes.
Correct. So,
But
correct.
I think like this cooling measure maybe only will hit the younger couples who like very new or like haven't really started working yet, like, and then this is their first home.
Yes.
Then maybe they are the borderline cases. So then maybe they are affected by
But
this.
nowadays, younger couples also, the earning power also very powerful.
Yeah, no. And then they got your famous fund, right? What's that fund again?
PAP.
PAP.
Yeah.
Parents.
Can you remind?
Parent assistant program.
Yeah.
Yeah, PAP helps.
So talking about HDB, right? Another big news.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's also the $1 million.
Yes. So the number of $1 million for this year, right? So at this time of recording, we can only get up to
September. What is the
third
official
quarter.
record? Yeah,
Official
third quarter.
record. It's already almost 2 times of the whole of 2023.
Yeah.
So 2023, right? The $1 million HDB was 470.
Yeah.
Yeah. And up to third quarter of 2024 is already 750.
Yeah.
Almost times
So
2.
I think for sure we hit double already.
So
I'm quite
when
sure.
you view this podcast, I think already maybe 800
Okay.
plus 900. So we also mentioned this in our second episode.
Yeah.
Where we talk about the number of $1 million HDB.
But actually, why? Why so? Why like 2024 super hot? What's the reason?
I think it's also because you remember the cooling measure whereby private downgraders has
Yes.
to wait for the 15
Yes.
months.
15 months wait out period.
Yes.
Correct.
At the end of 2023, right? Actually, the wait out period is the first batch already reached the wait out period. So transaction will start to happen after
Correct.
that. So it could have, because of that, push up the prices further.
So like
Yes.
more like the private homeowners who sold
Yes,
their private,
correct.
then they
En
wait out,
bloc.
then they wait out 15 months
Yes.
just to buy the HDB.
Yes. So
10
million,
到
so
我
million
就来买
dollar,
$1 million 的屋子
yeah,
了。
million dollar
Yeah.
HDB actually now not much of a sensation now.
Yeah. When you tell a
I
friend,
feel,
I
I
sell
don't
my
know.
house for $1 million,
Yeah.
okay lor.
Yeah,
especially
that's
in
quite
prime,
normal.
Yeah.
especially if you are in prime area. So I think $1 million.
No,
is
so
there,
now I
yeah.
think there's another trend is that people ask, you sold your 5-room, but only 700, 800.
less than one.
Wow,
How come
便宜
less than
leh,
1
便宜
million?
leh.
Why so cheap?
In a central location, we must
Yes.
emphasize.
Yes.
Yeah, not
Yes.
all locations are $1 million.
But of course, having said that, I think the government also mentioned that this is a very small percentage.
Yeah.
Yes. So HDB we think is still at a affordable price.
No, like end of the day, I'm sure government is
will help.
determined to keep HDB affordable for everyone. That's the for
Yeah.
sure goal.
So
right?
you know the grant, right, is
Yeah.
over 100,000.
Yeah, we got
Yes.
the couple that we
Yeah,
help.
yeah.
Their grant is 130,000.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
quite substantial. So government is helping.
It's
Then
so
also
much.
like in November, then what about the private market?
Wow,
so
so
any
much
big
on
news?
the HDB. Yeah, the private market, right? First time in my real estate,
Also
that-
in my real
yeah.
estate career.
Yeah, we hear 6 launches,
Yeah.
6个一起来
Yeah.
on the same month.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
So
来不及看到完。
来不及 yeah. So we like in and out this show flat and then in and
Yes.
out this show flat, go for this briefing and that. So we have Chuan Park.
Yes.
Everybody knows.
Oh no. First one should be Novo Grand first.
Oh, Novo Grand, yeah,
Novo Grand
Novo.
first. Yes,
Yeah,
Novo
Novo
Grand is the
Grand.
first one.
Woodlands.
Woodlands.
So we have
Yes.
Chuan Park,
Chuan
we
Park.
have Novo Place,
Yes.
we have Nava Grove.
Nava
These
Grove.
two very the name are very close.
Very
So
close.
we have EOK,
Emerald of Katong.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
and we have Union Square.
Union Square.
We have One Sophia.
One Sophia.
One
also.
Sophia. Correct.
Yeah.
So many new
Yes.
launches.
So I think the hype was there, and I believe if you are in the real estate market looking for houses or you are an agent, likely you have visited.
Yeah.
At
At
least
least one
a
of
few,
them.
ah.
At least one
yes.
of them.
At least
one
one.
of them. I'm
Yes.
sure your agent will definitely recommend you something. At least
Correct.
one. They will at least bring you to one of the show flats.
Yes. So we have been a number. So it's crowded. Yes, it's crowded.
Yeah.
So it's picking up. So if you are thinking of buying a house now, I think about time before
No, don't wait too long. Don't wait too long.
don't wait too long.
Don't wait
Yes.
too long. So
Correct.
actually, what was the numbers again? Like the percentage sold?
Last year, right? Don't say about this current one. Okay, last
Okay.
year when we talk about Jaden, right?
2023.
2023.
Yeah, 2023.
Go back to 2023. So Jaden was 88% sold
Yeah.
on that day, right? Then we were
And-
like, wow.
Wow, I think that day everyone also like surprised. Wow, very good sale. 88%.
Yeah, I think 2023 was a period whereby we are experiencing a high interest rate.
Yeah.
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 2023,
So
yes.
and it was a surprise that
Yes.
88% was sold.
Yeah.
So we thought that Jaden did really well.
Yeah.
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 In such a high
So
interest. rate.
2023 maybe for those development, if they have sold 40% or 50%,
correct.
I give you one clap already.
Yeah.
The 88 is like, wow.
Yeah,
clap.
super.
Yeah.
Everything. Give you everything.
Then we like among colleagues, we're saying, that one should be one time off already.
Yes.
Later on in the market, probably if you hear 40% is sold, it's a good project already.
Because
So
with the high interest and then will really buyers enter the market or not? Yeah,
Yes,
that's what we
correct.
thought also in 2024.
but yet in 2024, we have EOK Emerald of Katong that's
Yes.
sold at 99%. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Ka-ching!
ka-ching. So
For developer, for developer.
yeah, ka-ching for
developer.
developer. Yeah.
developer.
So we have helped one family to buy. So it's a lot of anxiety
Yes.
and all this thing, right? Our number not too bad, not like cross 4-digit one. So they have a private, like a VVIP booking day
Yes,
one day
for-
before the public.
Yes.
For agent who buying
For
themselves.
agents,
Agent or
multiple
VVIP.
purchase,
Yeah, multiple
Yes.
purchase.
VVIP or the ex-customer of the
Correct.
developer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even for that, we know like one day before the actual launch, right? Then the
Already
family that we were helping over the Zoom, like, wow, they like having private party. They sell among themselves like that. Like we were just sitting down there. So already how many
Yes.
percent sold?
I think
Before the
40,
public- public.
50%.
47, I think.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
didn't remember wrong.
40 to 50%.
Then a lot of
sold.
our colleagues will say, wow, 没有戏唱 already lor, like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even the families that we help buying a large unit, we also feel that, I don't know whether got chance or not.
So I
Yes.
remember that day, like before the launch, remember when you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
told me about this 4-bedroom buyer, then deep down, then we said, confirm can buy lah.
Confirm
four
can
bedroom,
buy.
and
Usually,
then the number is not
usually
bad.
higher, the more number of bedrooms, the higher the
Yes,
chance.
The bigger size the
Yes,
unit,
yes.
the higher
Correct.
chance you have.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct.
because lesser buyer for
Yes,
such a big
yes.
unit.
Correct,
Yeah,
yes.
then who knows actually, I think day one after 47% was sold.
Then we take back our word. Sorry. I think, morning when we were there, like, you don't know whether
Yeah, start
still
to
have or
scramble
not.
and hey,
Correct. Correct. So it was 99% sold. So
Yeah.
it was really I think very impressive. But of course,
It's a
the
good
other
entry
development-
price, I must
yes.
say. And
Yeah.
that is also reason why, most of Singaporean 也不笨 we know how to see the entry price, whether the market acceptance is how much. So the data shows, and then that's why people know that, okay, this is a
Yes.
long-waited project, and the
Correct.
entry price is good.
Yeah.
So-
and also like remember like during the Chuan Park launch, that night until 11 plus PM, we still receive news that about
Yeah,
the
they-
prices.
I
They
think-
change
increment
price
and
for,
all.
I think 6 times.
5 to 6 times.
5 to 6 times,
5 to 6
Yeah,
times on that day.
and the wholesale took, I don't know, 24 hours.
Yeah.
More
No,
than
since
12.
morning,
I think
yeah.
more than 12
Yeah.
hours.
I think morning 7 to 10 like that. They start the VVIP until all
Yeah.
that.
So
that
we
night,
were also
11
worried that
PM.
EOK will also change price,
Yes,
right? Then we're like,
exactly.
okay. Then we keep on telling everybody, okay,
yeah.
if never change price, it's a bonus, but expect it to change price. But
Yeah.
okay, Sim Lim, good. You
Yeah,
never
yeah.
change
Thumbs up,
price.
thumbs up to Sim.
You
Yes.
honor your word.
Yes,
Jaden
yes.
is the developer for
Thumbs
EOK, Emerald of Katong. So
Yes.
I think Chuan Park did also pretty well, about 70% sold on one day itself.
Yeah, on day one as well.
So so I think the market is really
The
accepting.
demand is really
Yes,
there.
correct.
Yeah.
So on the last note, the thing is, if you have been buying, you know that the bank interest rate, right,
Yes.
has been quite high.
Yep.
You know, we experienced our SORA was almost touching 5%, right? Then we changed to fixed to 3%. So now we are seeing that, for 2024, we are seeing that it has dropped to fixed rate about 2.6 is possible.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
But I think maybe even lesser than 2.6. I just checked. I just
2.5,
checked with
right?
banker. 2.3 something fixed.
Oh, yeah.
For the first year.
Oh.
For the first year.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think pretty much I think this year 2025, right? I think
Yes.
really pretty much depends on what the US president, the new US president Trump is going to do. Yeah, so I think it's pretty much dependent on that. Yeah,
Okay, so then now, let's say for the outlook for 2025, what do you guys think?
I think in 2025 the market should be really picking up again.
Yeah.
Yes, because of the low interest rate environment, and of course, honestly, HDB will still continue the upward trend. Even though it should grow slightly slower, but we don't see the prices coming down. Yeah,
Yeah.
for HDB. Even same for private. Yes. So it's going to climb up because the demand is there and we are
Yes.
still short on supply
Yeah.
in Singapore.
And the demand, when Caleb was saying demand, right? Singapore is a very special market whereby most of the Singaporean able to have a own home ownership.
Yes.
So unlike like other country, is like self-driven by driven by the foreigners and all this. So when you are in a country whereby if is self driven, self-consume, local demand, then it always be a very stable and steady growth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I also feel like, remember the grand plan that we have, like the
yeah.
6.5 million population.
Are we on track?
Definitely we are on track. So I think like towards Q4 2024, I already mentioned that 6 mil, we have hit the 6 mil population.
Yes.
So I think like definitely we are on track to the 6.5 mil population. So I feel with this and also like interest rates are coming down and with such a high demand, likely the prices, property market will still go on the uptrend. That's how I feel.
Yes, it should be on an uptrend. Correct.
So we also see that, okay, just now we mentioned about, since we are on the outlook, so we mentioned that the local demand, is stable. So we also remember that in April 2023, right?
Yes.
There is an increase of the foreigner purchase ABSD to 60%.
Yes.
So we also realized that after that, right, it really affect quite a number.
Yeah.
Our own listing also.
All
Those
the-
in CCR,
all the CCR,
like wow,
Yes.
the guru yeah. So the central CCR area is definitely been affected
yes.
because of
Yes.
this ABSD.
Yes.
So it also driven a lot of like the foreigner. They also want to be the Sing Yiming. They will realize,
Correct.
yeah.
The new resident, the new resident.
That's why you can reach 6.5.
Yeah,
that's
somehow
why,
it align, yeah.
Yeah.
So we are expecting like the 2025 to continue to at a slower pace for CCR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think most importantly, the income of Singaporeans are rising. So I think financially, we Singaporeans are strong.
That's how I felt also. Because actually, with all the new resident and all, that will
Yes.
bring up the overall buying power.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you are in the market for property, I think don't wait too long, like what Jackie mentioned.
Yeah.
2025 is really a time to buy.
I feel so.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
won't
so.
expect a high interest like before. Yeah.
Okay, then let's go to the HDB, back to the HDB. So actually, like I understand like 2025, HDB will likely to continue to grow, right?
HDB has done its part by pumping in the supply, 100,000 supply until
Yes.
2025.
Yes.
But of course, because of that, people have more choices. Of course, that's why transactions are slower now.
Yes.
But prices doesn't seem to drop
Are
because
still keeping on the high side.
correct.
Yes.
So I think it's because the supply is not out in the
It's not
market.
immediate.
Yes,
so
it's
to
not
speak.
Yeah, it's not immediate.
immediately
Yeah.
out in the market. You
Correct.
see, people are looking for, I want to buy for own stay. I want a
Exactly.
immediate occupation.
Let's say like a newlywed couple, they
Yes.
also cannot move into the new
Correct.
place straight away. So actually BTO, yes, it's good to have, but then it's not like a direct resale kind of thing. They
Yes.
can move in immediately.
But we also realize like some area, like for example, the place that we stay in Clementi, right? Government already in 2024 year end, right? They already started to build the signage area
before
out.
launch.
Yeah, but it wasn't shown in the website ready for you to ballot. So so we know that these last few years, right, definitely government is pushing out a lot of
Yes.
housing
Yes.
to actually make sure that
Correct.
the HDB stays affordable for everybody.
Yes,
Yeah.
and accessible for
so
all
before
of us.
it comes, before it really the collected key or really come to pass, right? This whole few years as a seller itself, you can expect a steady growth, but later on when all the supply comes in, definitely couples
Correct.
or newlywed will have more choices.
Yeah,
already.
Yes.
because this will shorten the waiting time for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
BTO.
Correct.
From the last time COVID period 7 years to 5 years, they maybe now 3-4 years.
Yes, correct. So I think our HDB is doing a lot to alleviate these high pricing issues.
Yeah.
But kudos to them.
So actually, right now, do you guys want to add in any more other things?
No.
2025.
Yes.
Any
If you
more
want
outlook
to know
summary?
more, right, contact us.
We can have a private session with you.
Yes, correct. We will have a private session.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so on behalf of everyone, thank you for watching to the end.
Happy New Year.
And
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year once again. And if this is your first time, do like and subscribe our channel.
Yes.
And then we will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.